Hello everybody and welcome back to Oakfield Farm. Now today we're going to be really busy compacting the other silage pit, selling silage and also making hay. Now compacting the silage pit does sound very boring, but I'm actually going to be getting a different mod today, and it is from FS UK by somebody called Millpole, and it's basically a silage roller or a silage compactor, and it is going to basically make the silage compact much faster, so we don't have to drive backwards and forwards quite as much, which is going to be very nice, because it did take me quite a long time last time, and this next silage pit is even more full. So yes, it's going to really benefit us quite a bit. So I'm just going to jump cut. We'll be back at the yard in a second, then we'll go back over to the store and pick it up. Right then, so we'll just park over here, out of the way. Should be fine for now. We are going to be selling silage later, but we're just going to have to sort out some other stuff first. So which would be the best tractor? I would say the John Deere. Yep, should be a suitable tractor. Failing that, the fence, because it's probably heavier. But with this silage compactor, it likely doesn't make much of a difference, because yes, that is going to be what's doing most of the work. So yeah, let me just go over to the store. I actually don't know how much it's going to cost me, but I'm expecting it to be maybe up to £10,000. Not too sure. I have absolutely no idea what they are worth in real life. Now the grass in the field should have dried by now, hopefully. There's the bale. Yes, that's going to be moving. I'm going to say that in pretty much every episode. No, it will go. As soon as we have the telehandler up here next time with the bale spike, it'll be going. I don't think it'll be too long until I need to bring the telehandler up here. So yeah, it won't be too long at all. Anyway, let's go into the correct category, which is most likely going to be miscellaneous, I guess. Right, so here it is. As you can see, it is the stair, possibly, compactor. There are others to choose from which are actually cheaper. They're in the levelers category, but I think really, yeah, I want to support the modder by using this. So it looks good too. Looks very good. I love the little axle stand under here for supporting it in the store and when it's parked in the game. So yeah, 8,950. That is fine. Cheaper than I was anticipating. So, where's it appeared? There it is. Do you stick it on the front or do you stick it on the back? I actually have no idea. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Quite heavy. That is the idea after all. I think it said it weighed 5 tons, so yeah, that's quite a bit. But we don't have a front weight on, so yeah, it is handling it absolutely fine. So I really have absolutely no idea how long it's going to take to do this compacting, but hopefully not too long at all. I actually just checked the screenshots for the mod page on FS UK, and it is attached to the rear of the tractor, so yeah, since the modder has put it on the back of the tractor, I think I will do the same thing. It's a very wise idea. But yeah, I don't think it would make a huge difference. It's just, yeah, I guess that is the best way of doing it. Okay, right, so yeah, again, this is still going to be a time lapse since it's going to take me a little while, but it just shouldn't take quite as long, plus it should be much more effective. I think in Farming Simulator the way it works is the more wheels you have on a silage pit, the faster it compacts. Obviously this is going to be set up to probably act as several wheels instead of 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 because there's 3 rolls here. But yes, let's just see. I don't know if I should back up there first or drive over forwards. I'm sure it will all become fairly obvious in the end, but it's only 11% compacted. It is going to require quite a bit of work. In fact, it shouldn't be so mountainous. I should never have allowed it to get so mountainous. It's ridiculous. Anyway, yes, I'm just going to get this done. And like I say, I have absolutely no idea how long it's going to take, but we will see. Okay, well, it's almost finished, 95% compacted. It's actually working really well. To begin with, it was very difficult just because of the peaks in these little mountains that have been created, but you can actually tell that is working because of the little furrows that it produces, where it sort of acts as a wheel driving through the chaff. quite hard to see, but yeah, there is a little furrow which appears behind each roller. Now obviously we've got quite a spillage out the front, that's fine, I can just go and get the big bucket on the Massey Ferguson, and we can get it pushed right to the back. But that should be almost ready to ferment. Yep, 100%. Of course, when I do pick it up again, those pieces at the front is going to take it off 100%, probably put it back down to about 98%, but that's fine. Just have to drive over it a bit more. The most tricky thing about it though is, well, look, I've got a piece in here. Yes, if you drive into the silage pit then back out again, even if you got it to 100%, it's most likely going to spill again, and then you're back at 99%. So it does take a bit of fine tuning when the pit is so full, as I'm sure you'll know anyway if you have got the game, done silage and stuff. Right, so we have 127 litres of chaff here. Might as well take you around. It is a negligible amount, but even so, it's just looking like a mess around the corner. So it should really be put into the silage pit. I do like this big bucket. It's so handy for chaff and silage and basically anything lightweight. I dread to think what would happen if you put manure in it, or anything really dense. Right, that's working really well. So it wants to go as far back as possible, as far as I can get it. Obviously this thing is very unstable when it's full, but I should be able to hopefully get it in the corner. But it is going to need to be recompacted. Is recompacted a word? I have absolutely no idea. Compacted again. That's probably better English, I have no idea. Maybe recompacted is a word. Anyway, yes, let's just keep doing this. And very soon, we're going to be able to put the cover over. Yeah, we're back down to 98%. And every time I back out, it pushes it out a bit further, but eventually it's going to get to the stage where it just can't keep coming out. Almost there. The final bit of compacting. Everything is in, nothing is, well, maybe nothing is spilling out. There could be the slightest amount, but it's not going to be too drastic. It's actually in the pit. That is actually in the pit wall, so it should be fine. Okay, finished. So that should now allow me to press R. Nice. And it doesn't seem to take too long at all to actually ferment it. So really, we're going to be absolutely overwhelmed by fermented silage, since the other pit is already ready. And this one's going to be ready very soon. Okay, so I'm just going to go and relieve the weight off the back of the tractor. We'll take it off. It should be able to put its own axle stand back underneath. I think just over here will be fine for it. Somewhere here. Yeah, it's super heavy. And yeah, once again, the little axle stand has been put underneath. Nice, very good mod. Yeah, that's really worked effectively. A big help. Anyway, what we're going to do now, before we go and sell a bit more silage, is go and ted the grass. We do have that field of grass in field number 3. And yes, it needs to be turned over. The sun has allowed it to dry out a bit on one side. Now we just need to dry the other side before we row it up and bale it. But I don't think we have a tedder. That is the issue. If we don't have a tedder, it is fine, but we're going to have to spend a bit more money. Nope, we do not have a tedder. Okay, so it's going to be not too expensive to lease that. I'm expecting to make an absolute fortune from the hay and from the silage. Which tractor shall we use? The John Deere, we've got the case just here which is set up on the mowers, and then of course we've got the Fendt. I guess we don't need quite so much horsepower, so I think maybe, yes, the John Deere is going to be the suitable tractor for the job. Of course we do have the utility tractor, but then again, that is a bit too small. So I'll go and pick it up, and we will very quickly get it all turned over. There it is. I have gone for the largest one purely because it's just going to save so much time, and time is money when we have so much silage It needs to be sold. Now we are going to be coming back here again later to hopefully buy a conveyor belt. What I might do is actually fill up another load of silage in the trailer with the bucket which we've been using to just push back that chaff. Then it will allow us to have the money to buy the conveyor belts outright, and yeah, then we can really fill up the trailers very quickly. So that is, I would say, the best thing to be doing. But when we come back here, I'll make sure I bring a tractor, most likely this one, and also the telehandler to move the bale. The bale can move today. I know there have been a few people commenting saying that, despite me saying that it's not going to be there for the whole series, it is apparently. So no, it's not. It's definitely going to be moving. It's going to be there until the end of today. Hard to believe, I know, but sorry to disappoint everybody. It is going to be returning to the farm. Okay, now we're going to have to also buy or lease a windrower in the future as well. What we'll do is when we do come to windrow, we'll have the baler following us. So we're doing basically 2 jobs in one go. It's just so much faster. Now if it was silage, we'd actually be baling straight away. But I feel I've done a bit too much silage recently. I've done so much silage on this thing, and also we've done all that silage on this map already. So, well, we needed hay bales anyway for the food, but I think, yes, I didn't want to do any more silage. Not for a while anyway. I do enjoy doing silage, but yeah, when you do just silage it becomes a bit much. And this field is already growing. What is my growth rate set to? Must be super high. It's on fast. I don't know why I set it to fast. It must have been to get a certain crop to grow. Probably the corn. But yeah, that can go back down to slow. Yeah, so even the largest of tedders is going to take probably 5 or 10 minutes, which isn't very long, I know, but when you have so many other things to do, the job does have to be done fairly quickly. So yeah, I have absolutely no idea how many bales we're going to get out of this, but as I've said, we're going to probably keep about 20 for our cows, because the cows do need the hay for the total mixed ration. They need hay, silage and straw, and then anything above that, any more than 20, we'll sell, because I think 20 is plenty. We are going to get through 20, but then by the time we have done, we will have produced more bales. So yeah, there's no point in stockpiling too much. We might as well have the money, because I can use the money to buy different machines and also more land. I would like to buy some land around the other farm, which is Oak Glen Farm. Maybe field number 34, which backs onto it, it would be good, but then again, it's probably in the region of 800,000 to maybe £1 million. Let's just see. Oh, we have to buy the farm too, which is 122, and yes, that is virtually £1 million. So yeah, over £1 million for that setup. But yeah, that is something I'd like to do by the end of the series. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't think I've ever successfully made £1 million in the game before, except for multiplayer, because the series just don't last long enough. But they are usually 25 to 50 episodes, but making £1 million like this is still quite tricky. Okay, it's all gone very well, although there's not a great deal that can go wrong. So, yes, once it's done I can return the tedder. It does seem a bit wasteful to return it straight away, since it will only have 0.1 hours on it, I would imagine. But I already know I've got absolutely no more use for it, because we're not going to be doing any more hay in the next few days, and yeah, you get charged a daily fee anyway to keep it. So yeah, there's absolutely no point in keeping it at all. So there we go. The whatever it was it £1,900 to lease? It has just been spent, and it can now go back. So let's just see it here. How much was it? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, 0.2 hours. We have used it for some of the time which I paid for it. But anyway, yeah, there it goes. Okay, so yes, we need to sort out the silage, like I say, I think we're going to sell one load first, and then with the money we can buy the conveyor belts and then just do loads of loads after that without having to do it really slowly with the telehandler. The telehandler is actually still pretty quick because it's got a 7,000, nearly 8,000 litre bucket, but even so, yes, the conveyor belt is just much easier and debatably faster, although maybe the telehandler's faster if you really go at it pretty fast, but yes, it's about the ease of use. I could do other stuff while it's filling up. So, yeah, we need this telehandler just here. And as soon as we do have this hay, I can do a really big total mix ration because the cows are desperate for it. As you can see, they're not dying or anything, they do have enough, but yes, very soon they're going to be incredibly low. So there's my lorry, here's the telehandler. All I'm going to do is back up and then start filling. No slurry in the slurry pit yet. Okay, right. Yeah, so we've still got loads in here. I think if I just back it to the same place as before, just here, it should be absolutely fine. Anyway, I'll see you when it's been filled. I was going to time-lapse it, but I can't believe the balancing out. I have managed to get it to the exact weight up there to sit on its rear wheels. I can't believe it. That is not propped up in any way. Well folks, if you want to do this with your telehandler, I seriously don't advise it, but all you need is 972 litres in the bucket, and you're good. You can do this circus act just here. I am seriously not propping it up in any way. Wow. Anyway, now we can load this up. Okay, we're almost there. I thought I'd just put it back into real time since there's been way too many time lapses in this episode. But you've just got to do time lapses, otherwise it just means jump cutting, and you really do miss out on quite a bit of the action. So, yeah, whether you like time lapses or not, I really do have to keep doing them, because otherwise, yeah, it's just going to be really weird. I say, oh, I've got this massive job to do. I start doing it, then in a split second I say, it's done. And you've seen absolutely no progress at all. So yeah, it just has to be documented. Yes, so yeah, almost finished. Might be the final load. Okay, one more. And it should, unless I've put too much on the ground, but it should leave me with about 1 or 2% in the bucket when the trailer is totally full. So, yes, it's actually a good job that this bucket doesn't fill to 100%. To 8,000 litres, because I think it would be enough just to tip this thing over. It's right on its limit of tipping forward. So we're going to put the bucket up fairly slowly and gradually boom out. That should be it. Nope, that's not it. Okay. How close is it then? 99%. Okay, so that would be the piece which is on the ground. Just there is a very slight piece on the ground, but there's absolutely no point in taking it without being totally full, even though it is once again a negligible amount. But yeah, we'll just put the 1% in. The bucket just automatically fills to 100. We don't want 100. 1,000 litres. Over 1,000 litres. Should be more than enough. Yep, okay, so that is done. Now, what we're going to do, if the sell point is at the same place, is take the machinery to pick up the conveyor belt for next time. We still have a good price over at the stable, so we'll go to the stable. But first I need to try and find a bale spike. Leave the bucket there. The bale spike should be, I think, in the workshop. I seem to remember putting it in the workshop. So providing it hasn't moved, that is where it is. The wool is doing what? Oh, it was the thingy thing. Yeah, the bag thing. In which case, there it is. There it is. Good. Yes, I wouldn't have had a clue where it was otherwise. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have this tractor, the John Deere, and also the lorry going over there. Of course, only the lorry needs to go over to the stable. I'll just park these two off on the side road. And then to finish off with, we'll buy the conveyor belts. And yeah, next time, just every now and then, we'll keep filling up a trailer and taking it over to the best sell point. Now just for the John Deere, which is just around the corner. Now, it's always very hard for me to know exactly how long I've been recording these videos for, because when I do the time lapses, obviously that really changes the length. It could be a 15-minute clip which is condensed down to 48 seconds or something. So I have no idea how long I've been recording for, how long the video is going to be until it's edited. Sometimes it comes out really well, like 30 minutes. Other times it feels like I've been recording for a while because of the time lapses involved, quite a bit of work. And then it comes to 18 minutes, which isn't really what I'm looking for. I like to keep between 20 and 30 minutes if I can. So yeah, we'll just have to see how they all appear. I might have jackknifed. Well, no, I haven't jackknifed. That's weird. I haven't jackknifed, but I have... Oh, I might have got stuck on the incredibly small amount of silage, which is currently sitting underneath. It is. I am stuck. Oh no, and I haven't got the bucket anymore. I'm stuck on the incredibly small amount of silage. Oh, good. Well, it's not going to go anywhere unless I move it, so I'm going to have to swap back over. Do it super quickly. I don't know why the silage acts as a solid object that you can get stuck on. That's really weird. And now I can imagine it will be able to just drive off. Let's just see. Look at that. Unbelievable. Yep, totally free. We are off. So I think it's going to be in the region of £40,000 again. Very nice indeed. Here's the road, and it is very narrow, not really suitable for HGVs. So yeah, that can just wait there. And hopefully the Massey Ferguson telehandler will just park up behind it. Meanwhile, we're going to head off and get this sold. 63,000 litres. It does feel very narrow driving through here. I wonder if ETS2 will ever have roads as narrow as this, where you can go on some really country back lanes, even roads that you shouldn't be on, to make it really challenging. It would be great, because I know that ETS2 is a super good game. They're really good developers, SCS. But yeah, it would be even better if you had country lanes, because lorries do get in sticky situations in real life, unfortunately. It would make it very challenging. Okay, so yeah, just back into there, and it should allow me to once again sell it. In fact, it did just pop up. There we go. Just got to open the back doors, which for some reason swing right round. I guess that's how they should do. Yeah, with tipper lorries in the UK, I'm only ever used to the ones that open up the other way. But there you go. I don't know much about lorries, basically. So, that was still, yeah, almost £40,000. Nice. So we have 65,000. I might leave this here actually, just for now, because then I can go back over to the John Deere and Massey Ferguson and get these conveyor belts purchased. Hopefully there is enough space for that to turn around. Yeah, so at the beginning of the next episode we'll bring them back to the farm, but for now what we're going to do is pick up the bale, and also we will buy them, and then we can finish off. Right, so that is the bale just there. And here comes the telehandler. Look, so many of my viewers didn't believe that this was going to be going home. Okay, technically it will be in the next episode, but we're going to at least pick it up today. Stop! No! Driving way too fast. Here we go. Look at that. I know, very, very hard to believe. Now it can stay on there until it returns to the yard next time. I can't remember how much the conveyor belts cost, but I think they're pretty expensive. I think one of them is 10,000, one of them is 40,000 for the ones that we're going to use. Obviously there are the other ones as well, the really big one, but I don't need that, hopefully. This one here. Yeah, 38, and oh, it's only 5, that's good. I think we'll go for a different colour. I always go for red. Challenger. Yep. Good colour. And this one here has to be red, okay. Well, there we go. Purchased. You've lost your bale. I can't believe it. It's like somebody wants me to never take the bale back to the yard. Where on earth did it end up? This is impossible. It's like the bale that never wants to go to the farm. I suppose it knows it's going to be eaten by cows. Where did you put your bale? What? Where's it gone? Viewers, am I blind or has the bale disappeared? Please do let me know if you've seen it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.